All right. Welcome to Crossroads Sports Radio, episode 358. Starting to forget what episode we're on. We might just go by new seasons and
There
make it
you
a little
go.
bit easier than that in the future. So I think that's what we'll probably do. But 358, Jonathan Birdsong, Brandon Reeves, season 8. JB, how are you? How was your week? You look clear and sound precise.
Oh man, the sun shines on the dog's rear end every now and then, so we can be thankful for that. No man, we had a pretty good weekend. Obviously, uh, you know, trying to soak up as much summertime sun that you can while you have it, and good weather and all those things. So, um, no man, all those particulars aside, man, football season's right around the corner. Whether it's NFL or college football. Um, where you want to start at, man?
Um, let's talk NFL, man. We got week preseason coming up. Colts, Ravens. People are talking about the quarterbacks. Shane Steichen said today that Anthony Richardson will get first team snaps this Thursday. Not a surprise to me at all against Baltimore. And then Daniel Jones will get the second playing time. Um, really weak right now at the cornerback position with all the injuries that they're having. Um, kind of thoughts QB wise as we get close to the season opener here. What, 3-4 weeks away?
I kind of look at the Colts as the totality. So we'll start the QB position. If you a fan of the Golden Domers, man, there is reports that Riley Leonard is giving a heck of a fight to make to make a push for the roster. So so does that mean somebody they have a casualty of a name? Riley Leonard is really that deal and really gunslinger. I don't necessarily believe it, but if he is, does that mean somebody, gets jettisoned and whatnot? That remains to be seen during, once you go through cut downs and all that. But like, no, I haven't necessarily heard anything that's like really like glazed me and like really like make me feel super engaged in the quarterback play, either from Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones, man. Their completion percentages against a defense that ain't really trying to, trying to, hurt them or anything like that. It's okay. It ain't, but ultimately, like you kind of said, Brandon, it's going to come down to the who can be the bigger playmaker, right? Because really, realistically, man, both of these guys, like I said, they've won games, right? In their resume, in their previous history, right? But neither one of them has, like I said, at least even in this short time, has like really like commandeered and said, hey, this is who's gonna be this is gonna be week one starter. We just kind of feel week one starter because we know Anthony Richardson is the project here, and he has the better wiggles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I again, no shocker, um, but as you brought up the coach, I'm glad you did, man. I still think even with that, even with my critical, I'm being critical of average quarterback play. Those two guys are basically average. Okay, you can't attach great or good to Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones, not at this time in their career. Um, but they are average. They like I said, win games. I look at the totality of the team, though, Brandon. The maturation, that the big word, of the receiving
Mm-hmm.
core. You know what I'm saying? You drafted Tyler Warren for what? You know what I'm saying? You already got receivers not catching. You already got wide receivers not catching touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Pittman Jr. Sorry, I'm just telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So how does and even the other kid they drafted from 2 years ago, Aiden Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Had no touchdowns last year. You don't want to know how many touchdowns Pittman Jr. had last year, Brandon. Obviously,
Okay.
I'll let everybody else figure that out, man. But like all honesty, man, like what is that? We can talk about quarterback play and all that, and they get to the like, but like, dude, like the quarterback. I mean, excuse me, the receivers. What are they doing? You calling Brandon? You called Slow Alley Cox him for the last 3 seasons. So like, what is that? You expect improvement in that regard. You know what I'm saying? So,
Uh-huh.
and one more, and then saying a lot of times with the coach criticism of them. You know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily look at the running back position. Yes, Jonathan Taylor is going to be possibly all world for him, and so hopefully he don't have the dropsies, right? Because he, sometimes
Right.
he drops, he puts it on the carpet. But the kid DJ, that's something. Somebody that, you know what I'm saying. We kind of went on the right. DJ Giddens, a running back, from where's he going to go to school? Brandon, Kansas State. Um, shit, we probably run some money on him last year. You know what I'm saying? But like, this kid was at one point Big 12 freshman of the year. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of started his career a little early. So what is that kind of look like when you know the Colts are a run heavy kind of, and kind of run heavy first? That's what their strength is. So
Right.
I think as long as they don't have or saying go through a big injury or anything like that, significant injury, man, there's no reason the coach shouldn't win 10 games. There's no reason. And then like some people say, like 11 games in a playoff game. I don't want to go crazy. I just say 10 games,
You're going
and
crazy.
you kind of see where things kind of, fall where they lie.
Yeah. Obviously the Colts are in Baltimore. First joint practice was today. A couple highlights from that. AD Mitchell dominated apparently the joint practice. During one-on-ones, he caught a deep ball from Richardson, kept his 2 feet in bounds. So it's probably a good play to see. Um, Mitchell or Richardson threw the right on the money, snatched it near the sideline. He kept his feet in bounds. Incredible body control. Um, and then there was a fight that broke out, as you get usually in these joint practices, where people were kicked out. Um, Jackson Lamar threw a few interceptions in this joint practice, which is not typical for him.
Right.
I think the biggest news for me, you've already had an injury. Injuries crazy to the cornerback position with the Colts, Juju Brents, and then the Joe or the I can't think of the other guy that got hurt earlier in the week with another hamstring injury himself. But then today, Justin Wally, who actually has played himself most likely to a starting position, left practice today with a knee injury himself. So add another cornerback to the injury bug for them. Um, and there's a lot, Shadarius Ward Ward's the only cornerback right now that's healthy, really, for the Colts out there. Um,
That's
so
concerning.
you gotta see. We got a game in 2 days. You got one more joint practice tomorrow. Get out of it healthy, um, and then just get. I don't expect to see if I'm the Colts. If I'm Shane Steichen, I'm going at least 3 series with Anthony Richardson at quarterback. 3 series, and then you go to Daniel Jones for another 3 series before you go to your complete backups, Riley Leonard and Switch, because you got to see what you got with these two. You said if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterbacks. I
That's
I will say
Brandon. That's when you had
I
12.
don't
When you had 12 games. We got 17.
I don't understand when a team releases their depth chart. The Colts did this, not anybody else. The Colts released their depth chart, and it says the unofficial depth chart for the preseason. Well, what do you mean that's unofficial? The team's releasing it themselves. I feel like that's got to be official, that they're
Mm-hmm.
releasing it. But at the quarterback position, it said Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones. So I don't even think they really knew. And I don't know if they're doing that for competition wise. People have asked me, I truly feel when it comes down to week 1 of the regular season against the Miami Dolphins, Anthony Richardson Sr. will be back there under center for the Colts. It's his position. It's his job, his position to lose.
His position to lose. If they go 500 the first 4 games, man, you know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones be on clipboard. If they go 1-3, I don't think they let. I don't think they let. They don't let. They won't let it go 1-3. They will. It'll be a quick. It'll be a quick curtain. You know what you have in Daniel Jones. You can win games, and this is where this general manager is probably preaching from. This is where this coach is probably preaching from. We ain't gotta win them by 100. We ain't gotta post. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta worry about if we're in the top uh, 10 in scoring or whatnot. You would hope so, right? At least in defense. You want to be top 10 in defense, but you know what I'm saying? It's concerning
Mhm.
when you talk about secondary. You know what I'm saying? Injuries and whatnot. But like no, you just gotta win games. You want to be like I said, 500 or better.
What kind of
So
year are you expecting this year from Zaire Franklin? How much does he need to step up more
well,
this year, or
one is right. He's got to get back on the field. That's tantamount. Um, but that's what you know. What I'm saying same level. and stay out of the media. Stop. I mean, even with the coach media style, like stop giving people, you know, what I'm saying, little tidbits and zingers that they can kind of fly with. But um, nobody's necessarily looking for him. We know there's a regime change as far as coaching is concerned and whatnot. So hopefully, we don't have an issue where he says he's you know what I'm saying by week 3, week 4 if he's out there. You know what I'm saying by
Hmm.
week 3, 4. Um, I don't know I don't know how I fit in this defensive scheme. Hopefully, we won't have anything like that. So that's kind of where I see with Zaire. But like I said, he's got to get back on the field 100%.
You talk about the preseason drama that you have, not necessarily with the Colts team. It was a couple years ago with the Jonathan Taylor news that he had, but now it's kind of shifted. Micah Parsons put out a notes app that he's ready to be traded. After looking into the situation myself at it, what was presented, John, I do think it's kind of shady business, I guess you can say that Jerry Jones did to say, yeah, we're pretty much done with this contract. And you know what? Agent's like, no, dog, we ain't even talked about this yet. What are you talking about? We've already got the contract agreed to just sign. No, 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 no. We haven't. And I hate to say it, but I think they did the same tactic to Tony Romo back in the day and said, Tony, you're signing this. This is what we're gonna do
Right. And
for your contract. And it's kind of shady, but it does not surprise me Jerry Jones trying to pull some kind of stuff like that, wool over the eyes.
right. And you know, some people think he's going to end up like bending the knee, even though he's saying a whole lot of cavalier things on TV and radio, talking about we're not going to lose any sleep over it. But like, I mean, and I get it, man. To a
Right.
billionaire, you know what I'm saying? A player even a Parsons, you know what I mean? He the goal for the Dallas Cowboys
He's
should be
one
to
of the he's one of the top probably 15 defensive players in the league.
correct, but the goal for the Dallas Cowboys that somehow like the news bites don't never get to Jerry Jones. Nobody ever asks this question, like, dude, how y'all gonna get to the Super Bowl with all this drama? You're not gonna get to the Super Bowl. This ain't 1990s no more, brother. Like you're not gonna get to the you're not gonna you should have handled the Michael Parsons contract before the draft. I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again. You should have handled his contract, whether you thought it was gonna be too close to your homie's contract or in Pittsburgh or some other, you know what I'm saying? Um, who else is in between? Who he's kind of in between? It kind of escapes me right now. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever that number is, and then
Mhm.
and then like instead of doing this media game, but I think Jerry likes this stuff, man. If MTV Real World Road Rules was back on and Jerry was probably 25 years younger, man, he probably be campaigning to be on one of these shows, man, because he loves the camera. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you ain't got, excuse me, it ain't like you ain't got terrible English. It's not like he doesn't have, you know what I'm saying, the checkbook to make this happen. He's trying to find ways to cut so it doesn't have to pay the man because he
Right.
missed time. How many games is the homie who got the most money from a non-quarterback? How much money? How many games did he miss last year? And how much? I'm saying comparatively, and versus like what people kind of thought. Uh, um, how fast he should have got back on the field in Pittsburgh, right? But Pittsburgh still said, "Hey, man, you have a great body of work. We still want to bring you back." You see what I'm saying? There was really no
Mhm.
tug of war type of drama. At least not on the Crossroads. And Brandon Reef is in tune with Pittsburgh. There was no there was no type of tug of war drama between the Pittsburgh Steelers uh, and him. So what? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Again, Dallas, where are we going? So um, I'm not surprised. I don't think he's gonna get traded. If that's kind of sounds crazy, even though he put out very impassioned, some very passionate kind of saying, I don't want to
Right.
play here anymore.
I
You know
think
what I'm
he
saying?
suits up. I think it's a tactic.
Yeah.
I think they sign a new deal. Uh, I will say maybe an hour. They'll announce it. Jerry is that type of guy. He'll do that and announce it an hour before the Eagles Super Bowl defense first game on that Thursday night.
So they take
That's
away a
when they'll
headline or
announce
something.
it. Try to make a headline, yeah, to take it off of the Eagles Super Bowl release type of day. Hey, by the way, did you hear the dumbass shit that George Pickens said? They're talking about he was talking about Super Bowls. The Cowboys name is successful and synonymous with Super Bowls, and he's finally glad he's on with the organization that's synonymous with Super Bowls. What are you talking about? I gotta
Brandon,
find this clip.
one, we got to get to Dallas. We've never kind of really thought outside the box like that. We need to get to Jerry World. Like I don't
Gas
really
was a
have
dollar 34 when the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl.
right. Do you have? I know you. I know you. I don't really have a bucket list type of deal, but we got to get professional. I ain't trying to go as a fan. Like I love. Everybody knows I love Dallas Cowboys. That '90s version, not this version. This version 30. Like no.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
got to get there so we can ask him this dude some questions. Be like, dude, what are you doing? Because like evidently,
He ain't gonna answer. He doesn't even answer his own radio show right. He called out those guys. Remember? Called them clowns.
we ain't like nobody ever called us clowns either. But again, we'll put them people in their place. We put them people in their place too. I mean, I put Jerry Jones in his place. It's cool. You ain't got no love. You ain't got no love for Jerry Jones. You can go down there with the terrible towel and say, you know what I'm saying, look what we've done. Y'all, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been closer to the Super Bowl than the Dallas Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, in the last 25 years, right? So
Yep.
no, we can go down there, start some hay.
They asked Jerry when they stay. When does it get urgent to get the contract done with Market Micah? He says, "I stay urgent. We'll work through it, or we won't work through it. That's the
This
business we've
dude,
got."
this dude here.
He gets in
It's
his own
cute.
way, man. He gets in his own
It's
way.
cute.
That's why the team hasn't been
Didn't he pick?
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quarterback probably don't
Uh,
really want to pay there no more. He took the money.
yeah. He the fact that he said on the trade request, what was your initial thoughts? I would say that I would say to our fans, don't lose any sleep over this.
Right.
And
I
I
tell
think
you
he's
what,
right there. They'll work out something. He'll bend the knee. This isn't like you're paying a middle linebacker that's you know top 60. That Michael Parsons is a top 15 defensive player in the league. He is that kind of game changer. But I also wonder how much he really thinks does that squad really have it to
who's the
make it to the
coach?
Super Bowl.
Who's the coach?
It's not your boy. It's not
No,
Shoddy.
it's a new guy. Now I'm being funny. It's
Yeah,
a new guy.
Schottenheimer. It's not Schottenheimer. It's not him.
Yeah, right. It's Jerry.
It's Jerry. It's Jerry.
And yeah, they got a over. You know, he had a good season. Whiteout had a pretty good season last year statistically, but nah, man, Super Bowl. Mm-mm. Y'all got a whole lot of problems in front of you, Dallas Cowboys. One of them might be the Giants, and that's
Right?
a problem.
I don't know if they're that bad, but all right. Here was Jerry Jones about 25 minutes ago.
Again,
They can't run the ball.
urgent is not necessarily. Uh, I don't give. You gave a definition.
I didn't.
Okay.
I just asked when does it get urgent?
So I stay urgent. Okay.
I stay urgent. That baller status right there, Jerry Jones. I stay urgent with him.
But I don't think they'll be able to run the ball. I don't think. I think the Dallas
Well,
Cowboys
their
will
running
finish.
back position, I don't think they. I'm personally offended. I see. I am not offended whatsoever. The fact that I just think that you just got a dumbass that's down there in Dallas that's running his mouth, and guess what? He's going to get pissed when he doesn't get the ball because that ball is going to go to CD Lamb, who's a true number one down there.
Yeah,
Michael
I think that.
Parsons' attitude is just like George Pickens. They both crazy.
I don't know.
So,
We shall see what we shall see with the Dallas Cowboys.
um, what else we got, JB? Um, my boy Dabo. Dabo said Clemson's going to go 16-0 this year. I have to say that I would not
He didn't
disagree
say
with
that.
him.
I mean, they have a real solid chance, Brandon, of going 12-0. I can't say 16-0 would make them be the college football champion. I get that.
Yep.
But I can't. There's a whole lot of. Here's what I will say, Brandon. Here's what I like to say. There's a whole lot of quarterback uncertainty out here, and not with his program. Clay Klubnik should be, you know what I'm saying, he'll be
Heisman.
at the Heisman. Yeah, he'll be at the Heisman ceremony for sure this year. But I'm kind of anxious to see what Ohio State has, how they've kind of restocked offensively. They got a great matchup week 1 against Texas.
Mhm.
And ain't it on the road? It's Texas is coming up north.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Brandon. How big is this? The first? I didn't know this. First time preseason. Texas is ranked number 1. If Sark can win that one, Brandon, you can get. The beard is still safe, y'all. But you gotta beat Michigan. You feel me? The beard is still safe. But if Sark can do that, man, like you know what I'm saying, the SEC would be paid for gold for him. If they could beat Ohio State, we would.
Yeah. I'm so excited for college football. I'm so excited. Pick 'em coming out.
I'm excited, man, because I don't think everything gonna go like how even the powers that be, whether it be from the Big 12 and the Big 8, you know, that's the Big 8, the Big 12, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, the SEC,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna go how they expect. If you pull up the top 25 right now, it's littered with nothing but. I think the ACC has how many teams in the top 25? 2, maybe. Everything else is Big 12. SEC teams. It's like 11 teams out of the top 25 is in the Big 12.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thing, and I know Decott is watching, so thank you, Decott. We appreciate you and your Game Time podcast. And the people in Alabama don't forget, John. I remember seeing rants last year that when the Alabama lost to Vanderbilt, there was fans that said losing to Vandy is like finding your wife in bed with your neighbor. You can forgive her, but you'll never trust her again. They do not trust Caleb DeBoer down there in Alabama. That's a direct quote from the Roll Tide Boosters.
I see Brandon wants to do his shtick, his southern stick, man. It's gonna get us in trouble.
Look, I
with the
ain't
market
sticking
down
it.
there.
I'm going to show you here. I mean, listen,
Doing a good
your
Brian.
boy.
Hell, brother. I'm
The
in
homie from
sports.
LSU.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly.
I would utter these words. Vandy is my daddy. Can you believe that?
Vandy is his daddy.
Vandy is my daddy. Do you hear that, Coach DeBoer? That don't piss you off, dude. It pisses me off. It pisses me off, Coach DeBoer. Let me say this to all Alabama fans, because I've caught some flack today, and I can take it. That's why they call me the legend. I can take it. I don't mind. Everybody say what they want. It don't matter. I can take it. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. I love the kitchen. So let's get that right. And get this right. I'll ride and die with the Crimson Tide. I don't care to go back and get Mike Shula the coach. I'm going to be with Alabama every friggin' game. But that don't mean I can't be pissed at what I seen Saturday on the field. Alabama don't lose to Vandy.
They don't lose to Vandy, John, and they did. They do not forget. Bama fans, I don't know what to expect with Bama this year. I really don't. And I'm not going to get the direct answer from Bama fans either, because it's title.
They don't know. They don't know, but the homie should be understand that he's coaching. He is coaching for his job.
He should be.
I don't necessarily have the history pull up in front of me right now. I don't know if Alabama's ever fired a coach in season. I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. But
No.
he's under the.
Can I go through their schedule with you and you tell me what you got?
I want to tell. Hey man, the homie got a tough game against LSU and Clemson. I still edge Clemson, but they got
Here's your schedule.
Give me the schedule for Alabama though. Let me hear it.
At Florida State.
Who's the Florida State quarterback?
It ain't Ugalele. He's playing for somebody in the pros.
No, he's not. He's playing for somebody in the USF.
No, he is. Well, right now he was on one of the teams on Thursday night. I think it was the San Diego Chargers. Your San Diego Chargers favorites.
I got a terabyte full of bad tape on him, and you can cut him right now.
Here you go. At Florida State, probably a win.
I'll take Florida State.
Home against UL Monroe.
Come on, they'll beat them running. So that
home against UL Monroe.
1-1. They're 1-1 currently.
Home against Wisconsin.
Hey man,
Uh,
that's another dude. Brandon, hold on, slow down. That's another Fickle,
Luke Fickell.
hot seat, hot seat, hot,
Yep.
hot.
Week 4, pull your britches up at Georgia. Week 4. We ain't
They
waiting
gonna
till late in
roll
the
in.
season. We're getting this one in early.
The tide gonna get rolled.
They're gonna get rolled into home against Vanderbilt, at Missouri,
They
home
have to be
against Tennessee.
Vanderbilt. They have to be Vanderbilt. You have to pancake Vanderbilt this year. Pancake.
Pavo's back. That quarterback's back for Vandy. So at Missouri, home against Tennessee, at
Tough.
South Carolina, home against LSU. That's the only savior there.
Brandon.
I really thought they'd lose there.
Brandon. You
Home
talking about
against
saving for what?
Oklahoma.
With your home, hold on. Wait a minute. Brandon. We already out of the playoffs.
Why?
You can start right there. We already out of the playoffs. They've lost. Sorry,
Oh.
I got. Yeah, they lost games already.
You got 3 losses already.
Oh yeah.
Home against Oklahoma. Home against Eastern Illinois. Big matchup there on November 22nd against Eastern Illinois, and then you're at Auburn to finish the season. You can get tickets for $25 to that big matchup against Eastern Illinois. People, I think you should get it if you can. It's going to be a monster down there in Tuscaloosa against Eastern Illinois.
I think Auburn. Ooh, that's gonna be an ugly game. But I already got them potentially 4 losses, man. No playoff run. None. Welcome to the Papa John's Pizza Bowl. Maybe Shaq will be there.
How much? So with Texas, because I really looked at their schedule, and it's kind of a murderous row. I think they're going to lose 2. I think they lose 2. You're at Ohio State.
They're not losing to Ohio State. No.
Home against San Jose. Home against UTEP. Home against Sam Houston. The SEC soft non-conference schedule. Then they go to Florida. I think they could lose to Florida. Home against Oklahoma, soft. At Kentucky, at Mississippi State, home against Vandy, at Georgia, loss. Home against Arkansas, home against Texas A&M. I love the fact of playing Texas A&M again. So rivalry, last game of the year on Black Friday.
You know, everybody's ducking Texas Tech this year, but luckily Texas is in the Big 12. So
yeah.
You think 3 games Texas can lose, but they're still
2,
but the thing
2.
That's what I'm thinking too. But like Brandon, I don't think they lose to Ohio State, so it's gonna be a great pick 'em when we get Tanner on. Maybe he'll be the tiebreaker.
By the way, I got Purdue winning no more than 2 games. 2. Decott says 4 losses from JB. Mark the tape.
4 losses from where? From Alabama?
Yeah.
I did kind of say 4 losses. I did kind of say that.
You did. Mark the tape. Decott's going to remember what he said, so.
They'll be coming for you.
Exactly.
Purdue, Notre Dame, come on, man.
I have Notre Dame undefeated.
They ain't beating.
I got Notre Dame and Clemson undefeated, 12-0 going to the playoffs.
Whoa. Call the Pope. Let's go back to Purdue, man. They're going to win more than 2 games.
2 games. You want me to go through it?
They ain't beating Ball State, though. They're not beating Ball State.
Well, that's 1 game that they win. That's 1-11 again.
No, we don't have to go down there. We don't have to go do that to them. New coach, he deserves a little, you know what I'm saying, a chance. Build his program. I don't even know how good. I'm like, what's the program going to be about just yet?
They got.
Actually, I
think 20 new starters. 20 new starters between.
The dude got 5 quarterbacks, man. Lord have mercy.
You got 5. You got none. Just like the Cleveland
Browns. Who's kicking? Who's on the special teams, man? What is this dude doing, man? Dude. You better, Brandon, make the call up at the West Lafayette. Today, make the call, man. He ain't. I mean, if you telling me 3 games, man, dude, he just left. He just left Las Vegas.
Purdue fans, we all know what we're doing. We're going to get through this football season, go 1-11, and we are ready for basketball.
Damn, you talking about Indiana State level?
I'm telling you, Purdue basketball.
You ready for college basketball? Are you? Nah, y'all not. I ain't ready to go cat wild on y'all just
Final
yet.
Four is here in Indy. I'm ready for Purdue basketball because, John, I want you to know I went through today the DraftKings futures for college basketball just to get a little snippet, little look-see, little early look-see here.
Yeah,
Can you tell me the
I
top
can.
teams who are right now projected by odds-wise for college football or college basketball
Talk
national
about that.
championship?
I didn't not, and I haven't. I don't even privy to that into any of that information. I just kind of stayed glued to it. You know, this man, what Purdue has kind of put together. That would be
They
one of
have
the
the
things
best odds. Purdue is the
they have.
favorite on the sports
Right.
books to win the national title at plus 900.
That means they've shown some maturity.
They
You know
will
what I'm
be
saying?
at this rate. They will be
Uh,
showing as preseason number 1 or number 2 when it comes
that
around.
kid better be good. He better be that dude. That
He is,
Australian
John.
kid
You
better be
kept
that
talking
dude,
shit
man.
about him. He's good. We're going to get Brandon
He
Brantley on to talk about him. Coach
he
B's
better
been
be that
working
dude.
with him.
But also in that conversation before we can just, you know what I'm saying? Because I get it, man. I want to hang a banner down there in West Lafayette too. You know what I'm saying, for the homies. But Duke ain't gone away. Kentucky ain't gone away. Houston ain't gone away. You know what I'm saying? He's still
The
nipping at the
top
bud.
4 right now are Purdue, Houston, Duke, Michigan, and then UConn's tied with Michigan. I don't know what UConn's got coming back.
Michigan already? Goodness gracious, man. Shouldn't IU? Why didn't you hire that guy? Oh, it's
And
too
then the
late now.
defending champions are 6th, Florida.
Somehow I feel like the homie's he's gonna panic to attack his way up into the conversation too, Danny Hurley.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are leaving out the homegrown team here in Butler, as far as making some noise. So
Butler. They gonna be lucky to get top 40. Sorry.
okay. We shall see, Brandon. You better
We
check
should.
him out, bro.
We should. College football futures. College football futures right now. John, let me give you your top 4. Texas, Ohio State, Georgia, Penn State, Clemson. That's your top 5.
So you telling me Oregon fell off a cliff?
Oregon is 7th.
Okay.
Notre Dame is 8th. The
It's
Roll
gonna be kind of,
Tide is 6th.
and if Penn State don't win it this year, you won't never win it you won't never win it, friend.
You might as well start fresh at that point.
Big 12 will take it.
The conference winners, Clemson right now is plus 105 to win the ACC. Kansas State is plus 550 with Arizona State to win the Big 12. Ohio State plus 190 to win the Big 10 over Penn State, plus 240. The MAC, Toledo plus 250. The worst odds, Ball State plus 7,000. The SEC,
That's disrespectful.
Texas plus 270. You tell me a team coming from the Big 12 is going to come in here and dominate the SEC conference. Goes Texas, Georgia, Bama, LSU.
I feel like though, Brandon, there's somebody, a program
Oh, yeah?
that we just I don't know who it is that we kind of just gonna come up out of the left field, as they say, and kind of shock the world and kind of, you know what I'm saying, somebody's gonna lose, you know what I'm saying, more than 2 or 3 games. Again, some of this new
And
playing
get
ain't
in.
always gonna go well. So, you know, it ain't gonna I don't think this is gonna be dominant Big 12 and SEC. I mean, excuse me, I keep on saying Big 12, Big 10 and SEC teams as you know what I'm saying, pertains to the playoffs. I doubt
Okay. The NCAA voted to not expand
I
the
was
NCAA
panicking.
tournament for this
Brandon,
next coming season.
I was panicking,
Still on the
man.
table for 27, but you got one more year of the regular.
I saw the notification. I was like, oh, man, please no.
Yeah.
I was like, please no. So, yeah, we still on 68. I'm with it.
SummerSlam, John, was this past weekend, 2 nights.
I
Saturday,
tapped
you had
into
the
it.
shocking Seth Rollins, Punk winning the title from Gunther, which I thought was a really good match. And then comes out, drops it, Punk's face. Oh my God, here he comes. Rollins is your champ. Faked the knee injury the whole time. Had a lot of people, played a lot of people, even in the media, that thought that it was a significant injury. Even Rich Eisen, when he was on that show and stuff. And then Sunday, you had great matches on Sunday. I give the whole pay-per-view a 7-9, almost an 8 out of 10 for the whole thing for both days. I thought the Cena Rhodes match, which was a clean finish with Cena being favorite and Rhodes being favorite, being a clean finish.
Mhm.
I thought that match was a hell of a lot better than the WrestleMania match. 100% better between the two. And then you've got the guitar riff of Brock Lesnar coming out with all his bullshit that's still going on with the legal troubles and stuff that apparently WWE's cleared him to come out, but the Janelle Grant case is saying that he's not clear. So we'll see here. But Lesnar is back. Cena wanted him back so he can do one more feud with him in his final run. So it kind of made sense there a little bit. No, thanks, Scott. Scott says wrestling is fake. Yes, 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 it is. Breaking
Predetermined.
news. Breaking
Predetermined.
news. But no, I thought overall SummerSlam was pretty good. I could have done without Jelly Roll, but
I'm always,
your girl
I'm
Cardi
always,
B.
yeah. Oh man, Cardi B. I was like, man, she didn't went full circle with the entertainment, man. Now you know what I'm saying, out here on SummerSlam, she came out with this little rap. It wasn't necessarily nothing I would get into, but it wasn't necessarily like screeching like most of her stuff is, man. So like I thought they had enough, entertainment infused in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jelly Roll and the other little homie, Logan Paul. Logan Paul's gotten better, but like you can't get better, you know what I'm saying, by being around it, right? So
Mhm.
I don't really want to put a number on it, Brandon. I'm not into it like that anymore. I did enjoy night one. Night two, I kind of snoozed it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I did enjoy night one for sure. I like Gunther,
But
man. I was like, man, what's thing didn't come like he, man. I don't know, man. You see him Punk like he need to retire, man. And I love CM Punk, man. But CM Punk, bro, you like
Scott K says, "Wait, Cardi B, wrestling is real." Yeah, your old Cardi B was out there. She was the host of it. Breaking
Cardi B.
news: the Los Angeles Chargers are re-signing six-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Keenan Allen, who was in Chicago for 1 year. He is back with the Chargers out there. We'll see what he does. 27 catches will put him 15th all time in receptions if you can get 27 catches. So Najee not returned yet for the Chargers with the eye injury from the fireworks. So we'll see when that happens. What kind of he might even not even have the starting gig out there, to be honest. So bless you, JB, allergies and all. I will say I want to pour some out. If I had a drink right now, I would pour some out to the NFL Red Zone. It is going to be, it's gone.
It's going
When
to
I say it's
ESPN.
gone, the greatness is gone. It's being sold to ESPN. They're acquiring it. Red Zone, all the commercial free football we had, that BS is gone. It's over. We're going to have
Okay.
stupid ass
Yeah.
commercials. They're going to try to put their own stupid twist on it. We're
Oh,
probably going to have
absolutely. Stephen A.
freaking
be out
Stephen
there.
A.
Oh,
Kendrick,
yeah.
might as well throw Kendrick Perkins and all that crap. What we have, this is the last year of it. I'm sorry, it's gone. Enjoy this last year of it because it's going to go to shit, and the price will probably even go up more on ESPN for the Sunday ticket. So,
I don't know where ESPN is getting all this money at. I thought they were shedding. Well, technically, I guess they did shed contract because Club Shay is no longer associated with ESPN. I thought it was going to all kind of go
Crossroads
away
is in
from them.
negotiations with him.
Club Shay.
Yeah,
You got to go on. Hey, hold on, man, Brandon. To go on, although to be on Club Shay, you got to go on there and play some hard truth. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Take that sip of liquor and then tell the truth. Like answer the question truthfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could do that, bro.
I could.
And I ain't in the line either. So.
Scott says, "Tell you what, fellas, Shador has a real chance to really give the NFL the finger on Friday, starting the Browns preseason opener."
Well, hey man, I'm glad Scott brought that up, man, because like there's still, I
They
think,
just
a
signed another
lot of,
quarterback.
well, they crazy. I think
They got
people still
6.
think there's a whole lot of prima donna that come with Shador Sanders. And if you do remember, like, you know what I'm saying, with him being named a starter, that's just great. But like, heck, he was out of practice last week because shoulder soreness, man. So no, that's kind of speaks to the kid's toughness. We know we do. Whoever the deep state, whoever you want to call me, you know what I'm saying, or the folks like that stay up 3 o'clock in the morning looking at tape. He's the best quarterback that they have. Kenny Pickett, is he gonna play? I thought he's injured. You know what I'm saying?
There.
and then Mr. the massage parlor, man, he's not coming back. He's not coming back no time soon. So that leaves you with Dylan Gabriel, who's shorter than me,
Listen, this is
trying to
also
play
good for the
quarterback.
Browns
Not happening.
because if they put him out there and he fails and falls flat on his face, say he does, that they can release him and say, hey, you know what? We tried it. Not saying it's going to happen, but they have that now to say, hey, we tried.
I don't think that happens, man. I think this is a real deal. That doesn't mean Brandon, I still believe that. Yeah, I said 2 or 3 weeks. I said Shador probably be starting probably by week 6. So, we'll see what the kid got.
Scott Hansen says he will be still hosting Red Zone. I hope that's the case, but yeah, one thing fantasy football wise, some people did it on NFL.com, the fantasy football. A lot of people did on ESPN. So seeing how those two commodities merge to one strict ESPN app is going to be funny to see with ESPN. Hey, you know what? Somebody messaged me. I would love to do a fantasy football league with some of our listeners. I tell you this, I think it would be fun to do its own league. I'm in 2 others already, but shoot, I would do a Crossroads one with some of our people. You got Deca, Reggie,
Mike
Scott. Oh, I
Kelly,
mean, I know Scott would probably draft every single Lions player, and then he
everyone,
would do
Fred
all right.
Felder.
He'd probably he'd probably be in first place all year, then get to the playoffs and lose out, kind of like Detroit. But
I ain't smart enough. I ain't smart enough for fantasy football, man. I'm not.
I know you're not, John. That's probably why we manage a team together.
There you go.
With that, but no, it's it'd be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see with some of these quarterback battles. You got the Browns, the Colts, even from Pittsburgh to see what kind of Aaron Rodgers we're going to get when it comes to Week 1. I know he's not going to play preseason, so that's kind of what I'm expecting him not to play, but we'll see. NFL Network as well was part of the purchase for ESPN, so NFL Network now will be owned by Disney and ESPN, so they'll probably lose that channel. I'm guessing it will go to the platform of ESPN.
Right.
So we'll see. I did think it was interesting how Fox College Football has tried to kind of do their own pregame show. They have the big noon kickoff show and all that stuff to kind of match College Game Day, where they have McAfee. That now the big college football one went out and got another polarizing figure like McAfee. They went out and got Barstool's Dave Portnoy to kind of lead that sector there for the Big Ten / college football on Fox to kind of bring that network in. They did a deal with Barstool Sports to kind of use some of their media personalities. And I think that's the Fox just they tried to grow their own. It failed, really. If you think back in the day, they had like a Katie Nolan. That was kind of their first they did. I think the only successful person that they've gotten was actually somebody from ESPN with Colin Cowherd. That's actually stuck. Yeah. Stuck there. I think Rich Eisen's coming back over. Obviously, with this deal, he's coming back over to ESPN and doing that. And he's going to be the new ESPN show. By the way, ESPN Radio, he's going to have the 12 p.m. show regular on ESPN Radio. The morning show they have is a joke. I just saw that FanDuel Sports Network has the Mike and Mike show. The Golics are doing their own on FanDuel's in the morning.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, nothing's gonna bring you back to the original Mike and Mike that they kind of had. That was the show in the morning, that they had.
Pretty good. They had a pretty good. I like Mike and Mike. Yeah, absolutely.
And what's your thoughts before we go? I saw that they are. Did you see the play-by-play crews that they have for NBC? The announcers, the teams. Did you see how they did it?
No. If you talking about for basketball?
Yeah, for this coming year for the NBA on NBC.
No.
Let me see if I can find that list because I was really shocked.
You find that list, man. I know you don't. I know you ain't got no love for nothing Cubs related, man. And I know Schwarber don't really play for the Cubs no more. But like Schwarber's up here living a dream.
Yeah.
Last night, man, 40 home runs.
Yeah. My Reds won last night. They beat the Cubbies, so that was always good to see. Gosh darn it, where is my crew? List of NBA play-by-play talent. Here we go. Where is it at? Where's that? Brian Scalabrini's going to be on there, John. He's with somebody. Obviously, our boy Michael Grady, who will be coming on there
Okay.
as well. He'll be
Oh,
joining.
okay. That's
Tarico,
cool.
Noah Eagle, Terry Gannon, Brad Daugherty is going to be on there. Derek Fisher, Robbie Hummel is doing NBA games for NBC.
Interesting.
It makes sense on the Big Ten side because he did NBA, the Big Ten basketball when it was on NBC, if you remember right, for
Yep.
those games. But he's going to be doing NBA.
He did some.
Robbie Hummel.
Yeah, he also did some. I thought he did Big Three. Not Big Three, but he also did some 3-on-3 Olympics. So
Austin
yeah.
Rivers, Brian
Wonderful.
Scalabrine. Obviously, you already have Grant Hill, Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford, Vince Carter, and Carmelo Anthony with in-studio analysts with those two. They can not bring the brother back, Ahmad Rashad? Can we not bring him back to NBC? Well, I don't know what we're waiting on.
Ahmad might not want to come back, man.
Man, I don't know.
Or they might be. Hey, man, they need to run it back. Hannah Storm,
If
Ahmad
MJ's
Rashad,
back, he should be back.
they need to run it back on a Saturday morning, man. Make the kids watch it.
Ooh, there will be a new. So with that, with the NBA and NBC, they'll be back in October. Weekly games, on the 21st, and then they're going to have Monday night streams on Peacock, and then Tuesday night games simulcast on NBC and Peacock on Tuesday nights. And then in 2026, they're going to introduce Sunday Night Basketball, which will be an all-new program highlighting the biggest games of the season on Sunday nights, that they'll have big games on NBC on Sunday nights. That'll be interesting to see how that coincides with, we got Sunday Night Football. So I don't know how that all is going to work, but that's not for me to decide. Because really, if you think about it, John, basketball starts up, but nobody really watches basketball, right? Really until after what? The Christmas is about when you kind of start getting into it.
The diehards like you and I be on it, but yeah, nobody, like, the ratings really don't jump up for them till after the holiday.
And look,
yeah.
I saw your boy. He was here for a Fever game. Victor Oladipo did a private workout with the Pacers. Do not bring him back. Do not bring him back.
He's up there working with the homies up there in Bloomington town too, man.
Who?
Helping them to Bloomington, not your homies, my homies down in Bloomington. He was down there as well, man. So I don't know. He's trying to come back to some part of his career, man. I'm wishing him the best.
Okay. Today was National Underwear Day, so shout out everybody with their underwear. Today was National.
Hopefully you wore your underwear.
Hopefully it's not National Day. I hope you do. Yeah, Reggie says nope, we don't need him back. So I don't know if he was talking about Reggie. Were you talking about Decott or were you talking about Victor Oladipo? Yeah, we're not sure which. Anything else, John, before we go?
No, man. Shout out to the Fever and their 6-game winning streak.
Yeah,
and shout out to Aaliyah Boston. She's player of the month. I do believe. Fever back to like I said, strong start, not a strong start, but you know what I'm saying, solid portion of their season, significantly without Caitlin Clark, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no gossip or nothing like that. There's no this thing. Everybody knows Caitlin has an injury that you know what I'm saying. People kind of they're being very kind of bashful around. You know what I'm saying? Kind of rushing her back on their court. Fever season back on track, Brandon. I know we kind of talked a whole lot of trash about the Pacers and the parade, but technically the Indiana Fever won. You know what I'm saying? The Commissioner's Cup, right? So there's no reason to believe that, you know what I'm saying, given when Caitlin Clark does come back, that like I said, they're the hottest team right now in the WNBA, man. There's no reason why we shouldn't necessarily be thinking championship. But again, I won't put the pause on right now. You just got to, you know what I'm saying, take it all in what you have right now. So that's what I just wanted to shout out to the Fever and they winning streak and Aaliyah Boston of getting player accolades.
I got two things. Number one, there is a note. The NFL actually is going to own 10% of ESPN now with this new merger. So factor that into any and all reporting the ESPN does on the league in the future.
Wait a minute. Hold on, man. Now I gotta think about this. Now I gotta think about this, man.
Yeah.
The worldwide leader better be careful.
Uh-huh.
The worldwide leader better be careful.
They report now, it's gonna have, they know the NFL owns them a little bit.
The worldwide leader better be careful. ESPN, you better be careful. Sound like you got some other media partners in your back pocket.
Can I ask you a question I saw on your Twitter this week?
Which one? Which what you got?
I saw you going after one of our one of our guys. What was up with Bruce Pearl?
Oh man, Bruce Pearl said some cat wildness, man. For real, man. Seriously. Like, so
Okay.
again, Brad, I don't get involved in any type of politics when it comes to show business. And right now, and like I said, Crossroads Sports is a show business, though it's very passionate that we can all kind of share about however fan base you are. I'm for all that. And if you say you hate the San Francisco Giants and you love the Padres, I'm all for it. But so like Bruce Pearl, I'm also not the person that says you got to shut up and dribble or go into the, corner because you are this particular whatever. You shouldn't have your own opinion, man. So Bruce Pearl,
Right.
but hold on, Brandon. Once you express your opinion, understand you're gonna get some criticism and some flack that would kind of come back, especially if it don't sound like especially if it sounds like it's lined up in hypocrisy. There you go. I know it's a tongue twister for me too, hypocrisy.
Okay.
So Bruce Pearl, a noted liar. Right? A noted liar.
Yes.
Wanted, to the NCAA. I don't know that he married twice too, Brandon. So noted liar. Okay. So noted liar, man. So like again, man, and he's an ethnic Jew. He also follows the Jewish faith, and I get that. So he's very pro-Israel, and I get that. And guess what? Though I'm also 51. Oh my goodness, I'm also 51 years old, and ever since I've been in the world, Israel or Palestine or some form of it has always been in conflict or some type of war, right? So from his lens and all on his Twitter page, and even when, like I said, even though he came on Dan Dawkins' show, from his lens, of course, everything's gonna be pro-Israel, right? So why wouldn't you want that? So when people say, "Okay, wait a minute, little friend, what about pro-black for your players, or pro-black for not just your players, for America?" No, we gotta stick to the script of what. And nah, man. So like, nah, we just
Well,
had a
that's what
little
he came
different.
out with. See, I didn't know
Well,
anything
no,
about his thing.
actually came from Barack Obama. Said Barack Obama was a separatist, and he did more division in America than any part than any. This is what Bruce Pearl said. He said Barack Obama.
He came out and
So
said
again,
that.
Bruce Pearl said that Barack Obama separated people more so than anything else. And then, like in my household, I'm gonna give you real time conversation, Brandon. And not in my personal household, but in my community, like people are like checking Barack Obama because you already know there's a level of homophobia that lives in this. So Barack Obama is accepting of homosexuals, and you know what I'm saying. This is how he got elected, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They got a seat at the table. So it can't be both. It can't be both ways, man. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
how could he be separating people when one, he didn't come in and say, "Oh, everything got to be black, this, black, blah, 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 blah." He just said, "Don't forget that it is black." He didn't say everything got to be black. So I don't know. At some point, man, I will catch up with Bruce Pearl. I won't ask him about Tennessee and the lies that he asks, you know what I'm saying, coaches and families to tell. I won't ask him nothing about that. I won't ask him about why can't none of your teams with this big dollar payroll can't get to the other side. Those are the kind of questions I'm not gonna ask him none, because I tell you, you know what?
No softball questions.
No softball questions, no softball. So, but like, yeah, we're gonna also ask him about, you know what I'm saying, just a little. But
I think he got in trouble at USI too when he was there.
How you get in trouble in the Horizon League? Be for real, man.
Yeah, in UW Milwaukee, I think, right? Damn. I saw your thing on Bruce. I said, "Oh boy!" I said, "JB going after Bruce for something. I got to ask what it was." So,
all good,
man. Yeah. So, Crossroads Sports. We'll continue conversation next week. We'll be on Facebook. We'll be on Twitter. We'll continue these talks. We'll get clips out. Man, I'm ready. College football. Oh, right there. I know the NFL's getting going, but we had a little bit of a Hall of Fame game. I took the over in the Hall of Fame game. It hit easily, so I loved that part. But we got baseball going on right now. Reds. We're starting to shape towards the postseason a little bit. So, Going to be interesting to see how that goes, especially with the deadline that we just had last week. That was crazy deals being done. So we'll see with more on that. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Show next week. We're not sure which day yet, but we'll figure that out. Conversation will continue on Twitter, on Facebook. Anything breaking news wise related. Until then, myself and JB, we will come on and get you guys taken care of and catch you up on some of that knowledge. Anything else, JB, before we go?
Thanks for watching.
See you guys.